Welcome back, episode 5, the Hear Me Out podcast. I'm City.
I'm E.
And I'm Mishae.
Mishae is back on the pod.
Hey.
Welcome. Thank you. I'm going to kick this question off. So could you stay with your significant other if they experienced a life-changing event or illness, like becoming paralyzed, disabled, or having advanced cancer? And E, I'm going to start with you.
Those are times when you see what's what. But I would say yes for me.
Okay.
Absolutely yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to make sure I have insurance on you too for all of it.
What kind of insurance?
I sell insurance. So of course I'm going to make sure this is what I do.
So what kind of insurance should we be looking out for? Now it's open enrollment season.
So we have critical illness, which means you can get paid just being diagnosed for having cancer. That's a nice little lump sum to help you through your...
Oh, it's a lump sum. You don't get like monthly.
You can get residuals.
So
yes.
what could a lump sum payment look like for someone?
I mean, if you got the money to pay monthly, you could get up to $100,000.
You'd get a lump sum check of $100K if you were to ever be diagnosed with cancer.
Cancer, heart attack, stroke, diabetes, high blood pressure.
I might need to go change my election. Can I?
If I already add. See, here's the thing. I spend at least about $300.
I spend more than that.
On insurance. Yes.
I have like 3 insurances.
And exactly. And the more you have, because each insurance plan does different stuff, then the better. So yeah, if you pass away, you got life insurance. If you have a critical illness, exactly. If you have a critical illness plan, that means you're still alive, but you're sick. You done went through some stuff.
I did. And you know what? I'm glad that you brought that up because I made my elections for my health insurance. Are you okay?
You all right?
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. I am now.
Okay. All right. Good. I made my elections. If I make my elections, can I go back and change them? No?
You can. It kind of depends. So it depends on the plan and what you're trying to do.
But you advocate for critical illness.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna go change my. I didn't select that one.
So you're saying that someone can get diagnosed with diabetes because you said diabetes.
So diabetic complications would be like an amputation. So if you get
all chopped up to get the money.
I mean, but I'm just saying, can you imagine your significant other just lost a leg or something?
You said that you listed off some names of things that you could get diagnosed with, and you said that once you get the diagnosis, you get the check.
Yeah, you do. You
so
will.
The diabetes diagnosis, you get the check.
So for the no, not if you're.
Let's go cancer.
Okay, cancer.
Cancer.
If any cancer, there's local cancer, there's skin cancer, you're going to automatically get a check.
Stage 1 through 4?
For the 100?
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
What does that look like monthly as a payment? What do I have to pay?
So when it comes down to those critical illness plans, it is based on your age. The older you are, the more expensive it is.
It's going to be.
Okay.
And men, actually, no, men does not apply to that one. Okay. Both, it doesn't matter, male or female, you will get the same price. Okay. Depending on your age.
So somebody that's 30.
Right. So let's see. I want to say the $30,000 was $62. No. I know.
Go ahead.
We normally don't. I personally don't sell the $100,000 because you have to go through more underwriting.
Okay.
And most people, I'm bundling this with their health insurance as well as critical illness, and then I got the dental and the vision. So folks be on a budget.
Yeah.
So I don't really sell the $100,000. Honestly, I don't. But it is there and it is available. Okay. And when I do pull that up, I'm gonna definitely send that information over to you.
But please do. The $30K is $62 a month.
For someone
that's very affordable.
Come on.
That's exactly. $30,000.
So how much is the $100,000?
That's what I'm saying. I don't really sell that one, so I don't know it like the back of my hand. But I will definitely look that up and send that over to you.
Well, we're gonna get the information from Mishae and we're gonna give it to the people because I think health insurance is extremely important. Life insurance, any type of insurance, I think is needed.
So while we're on health, when are we gonna do the we're sponsoring the gym, right?
Right. Yes, we are. I'm glad you brought that up.
We're sponsoring the gym.
So okay, let's talk about that really quick. I started my gym journey August 3rd of this year. So what are we, over 90 days yet?
That's 90 and some change.
90 and some change. And it has been the best decision I've made. Now, I'm very far from like my end goal, but just the daily deposit of just going to the gym has been amazing. So I want to give that back to somebody. 10 people, 10 girls, 10 ladies. We'll open up to the men later, but I really want to focus on the ladies because I have a passion for that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And also too, like going to the gym is hard, right? Like it's a really hard thing. So maybe somewhere in there we have a little bit of a community and really inspire and kind of like motivate each other.
Where you gonna have them? Where they gonna be at? What gym you sponsoring?
I'm leaning toward goals, but I'm gonna hit their line.
I'm gonna hit their line. 10 gold memberships. I thought you was gonna have them at Planet Fitness.
How much is it cheaper?
I think Planet Fitness is $10 a month.
Well, let's see who's going to sponsor Goals or Planet Fitness or 24. It doesn't really matter.
It matters.
Okay, it does matter. It does matter.
I know y'all heard about the man that was found in the dead like for 3 days in the gym.
In Gold's Gym?
No, not in Gold.
Okay,
but I'm just saying but the gym does matter.
That sounds like 24.
And exactly.
So which one would you prefer?
Me?
You.
Oh, Gold's me up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get them the premium.
But I'm just saying, the premium?
I feel like, you know what? It's a worthwhile investment if 10 ladies can. I mean, I know what it's done for me.
I'm just saying,
So
but
I'm
you know
saying if I
the
can
premium
give that
is like $60 a month. You doing 10 of those? Let me know you got money and no, without letting me know you got money. Okay, listen.
I'm just saying.
All right, so we
Can
going
we
to
help
goals.
the people?
I'm with that.
I'm with it.
See, I really believe.
I'm trying to start a nonprofit so we can actually pull that, and that way we really don't have to
talk to him. Let her know. Let her know.
But wait, go ahead.
Wait, but my thing is, I really do believe in investing in what you believe in.
Absolutely.
So you believe in people?
I believe in the power of working out every day.
Yeah,
I do believe in that. Whatever that looks like for you, whether that's hiking, swimming, you're doing calisthenics at home, you're whatever it is. Like there's no specific thing, but my preference would be to go to the gym. If you find a good gym in your area or that you're willing to, travel to, it's life-changing.
That's cool too because they may not be able to get to a goal. So wherever is in their area that they can work with. Okay, bet.
But you gotta apply and you gotta qualify. We are definitely
How do you qualify?
We got to make sure that you have the right propensity. Like maybe you don't have the discipline to go every day, but do you have a willingness to want to do that? Because I don't want you to just take the membership and then you don't use it.
Well, I think you need to definitely have like a weekly update.
For sure,
Absolutely.
but you gotta apply.
So I think you can hit goals too. Like I'm trying to do 10. Let me get the little dude.
I'll probably get a discount.
30%. Yeah.
We could get a discount. I think it's in 2025. Yeah, cheers to that. I don't know about y'all, but 2025 summer, I'm outside.
Where?
Yeah.
I'm outside.
I've been outside. 10
Oh.
pounds heavier or not.
No half stepping.
So right now, see, we have the divide, right? Mishae is like, they're going to get whatever body I give them.
That part.
And you're like...
It got to be the best version of myself.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and let me give you context. I would say for the last, what are we in, 2024? The last 7 of my years, I've poured into everybody around me. Yeah.
So it's your time now?
And so I feel like I want to take a little bit of that energy and put it into me. And and the thing is, once you start doing something daily, like you see what it could be, that's the motivation. Like I'm like, I know what it could be.
For sure.
There's just an energy. It's really, really inspiring. So about y'all, I'm gonna get it together. Y'all better get it together. I know you in the gym. You better get in the gym.
And then, so 10 memberships are being sponsored. Where are they going to submit the app? Or how does that work?
You guys can hit, let me see.
So this is going to happen now, as soon as it start pouring in, the people?
Ideally, yeah, because this is the time that you should work through the wintertime.
Absolutely.
And really get yourself so that when the summer, when summer 2025 comes, you're ready. You don't got to get ready.
If they start now, November, December, that's a strong 7 months.
Yeah, that's strong,
It's a strong 7
months. What should the email be? I'm going to create it so that they can apply.
They can't just go to the website? You're going to put the link up on the website or something?
I'll put the link, but they got you know what? Go to hearmeout.com. There'll be an application on there. Just look for application. It'll be in the menu bar.
I got to see what the app look like.
Okay.
I want to see what kind of questions they got to answer.
You got to tune in. So I posed the question to you guys, whether you would stay with your significant other if they went through some illness. And yes, you should.
Absolutely.
Do you think
so you're saying right now, if they get their legs cut off, you hanging around?
Yeah, I think you have to.
Absolutely. I
mean,
you guys are married.
Now, I'm not. Now, listen, hold on.
Absolutely.
Hold on. But let's not. Let's be honest. It's going to be
difficult.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be
but
difficult.
Hold on. Here's the thing.
That's Lieutenant Dan.
Okay, I understand that, but you were married. Y'all
said
said that oath, right?
Do, yeah.
From
death
what
do us
what he said he would
Absolutely.
do. I said too. I'm just saying, but I'm just trying to acknowledge that it's going to be difficult.
Right. But
difficult ain't the word.
Talk about
it's going to be difficult to do the daily things they have to do, and then their attitude and how they feel. If they're a person that feels good, not feel good about it, but they're accepting of it, and it's like, I'm just going to be the best I can be now. You got action. But if they like, man, woe is me.
That is where you come in. You
can't tell a nigga with no legs to cheer up.
That. What I'm trying to say is that you are their better half. That was the whole point of you marrying your partner in the first place. You're supposed to be able to bring them out of their dump, push them to the next level, and enjoy all of that together. And your partner should be able to receive you as well. Y'all got to check one another. If you can't check your partner, especially the person that you married, why did you even get married in the first place?
So you've never been feeling a way and someone's like, Mishae, it's going to be cool. And you're like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Like, shit is fucked up.
I can do that.
Now.
I'm single.
Hold on. I'm asking you, have you ever felt like that?
Once again, I'm single. I have felt that way.
Okay,
even
so
with
imagine
my own
that
mama.
times 20 because your legs are cut off. You ain't trying to hear none of that.
Once again, though, there's a difference. And like I said, I felt like that even with my own mama, but I've also take heed. I hear my mom because I respect her. I love her. She's going to tell me what is right. She's going to let me know, like, Binky, you need to do something else. Or
Binky.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I remember the nickname Binky. What? That took me back to like 2005, 2004, 2006.
That was 20 years ago.
I know.
Okay. No, I agree with what you're saying because unfortunately my parents do get on my nerves sometimes. It just is what it is. But I think that you kind of just, you give them grace because you know that they have your best interest at heart. So I definitely...
and they too are going to give you grace. They know what you're going through. They see your legs is missing. Like, I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to come from a loving, supportive situation, but life still goes on.
Let me ask you a question.
Hold on.
Let me ask you a question. If something catastrophic like that happened to you or you, would you want to live or would you want to be like, I'd rather it would have taken me out?
I want to live, bro. I'm living.
I want to live, but I have a question.
I'd rather it would have
Scoop
took
me
me
around
out.
the
You want it to
world.
take you out?
Me out.
Really?
I ain't trying to be out here with no legs. What
No
I'm gonna do?
legs.
But you can get prosthetics.
I don't know. No.
Come on, man.
If you you get into a car accident and half of your right side, leg and arm is gone. You out here teeter-tottering.
Okay, but do you know how much you can sponsor? You can get out there. You could tell your whole story. People will listen. Some folks are evil and they'll look at you and laugh at you, but there's others that really need to hear that story.
Take me.
I don't agree with your position. I think that, yes, it is a terrible set of circumstances.
Absolutely.
Terrible set of circumstances. And I think that it's important to go through the ebbs and flows of every emotion that you feel.
As you should.
Sit in it, feel it. And this is, I hate to make this point, it is a tangential point, but I think that women are more resilient than men.
Absolutely.
And
Listen,
I don't say that. I don't say that.
It sounds good right now with everybody legged up. Everybody moving around, so all that sounds good right now.
Sure, but I'm not saying it in that way. I'm not even saying it to be disrespectful. I'm saying it in the sense that I think that men, and not that it's wrong, it's just you guys are not as resilient in it, like, and mentally. I have a son. Mentally, I'm talking about mentally, and I
from
think
yay high.
Yeah, I mentally, and I think it is because
y'all men,
you guys are hard different. Wait, you
guys are built different, though. I'm sorry.
I disagree. Well, I'm not saying I disagree with being built different, but I disagree on the resiliency.
I think that women, even when they're faced with like a difficult situation, one, they know, like, okay, I'm gonna get through this. I don't know how. I don't know how. We're gonna
get through this.
But I'm gonna get through. I don't know how right now. I'm just go to sleep. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and I'm
gonna cry it out.
Or I'm definitely gonna cry. I'm gonna pray. But I know I'm gonna get through this. I just don't know how, but I'm gonna just trust and I'm gonna get through it.
And we take scarier decisions because, like I said, me leaving my living situation with my baby daddy and taking my son and just like, okay, I'm out of here. Like, where am I gonna go next? Like, you can keep the apartment. You feel me?
Very scary.
Keep the apartment. I don't even want it. Like, I'm out of here.
That's a very scary
That's what I'm saying.
thing.
So women, we have to do things like.
I don't think you had to do that, but I get what you're.
I had to do that.
Okay, well, no, and that's fair. That's fair. I apologize.
Really feel
you're right.
like this is what they have
to do. That's how my boy Dwayne was acting.
No, I want to just take that back, because you know what? You're right. I don't know. You may have had to do that in that particular moment. I don't want to minimize what it is that you went through, or why you decided that you needed to take that decision. But yeah, just like to close that out, I think, acknowledging that.
What was your question?
What?
You said you had a question when I said I had a question.
Oh, I was going to say, okay, so let's say in the midst of your partner having some catastrophic event, they're no longer able to perform sexually. How do you address that conversation with your partner? Are you going to ask to open your marriage up, or are you going to just...
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Once again, I'm a Christian girl. I'm a Bible girl, because there is a big difference, and I'm not trying to pinpoint or any of that nature. But
what's the difference?
Because there are people who go to church and they know God, but they're not really following God's laws. There's laws, there's statutes, there's commandments.
When they're going to church but they're not following the law?
We're gonna call that the rebellious house, and it's in the Bible. So,
no, but you said Christian and you said the Bible something.
There's just two different type of Christians.
And which one is the one that go to church but
doesn't live by the principles?
Yeah.
A rebellious house is what God calls it in the Bible. You are a rebellious house because you know me, but you're not listening
and applying.
Because listening to hear is to obey. And if you're not obeying God's laws, then you're not.
No, you're not. Agree with that.
Are you in the rebellious house?
I'm not in a rebellious house. You feel me? I refuse to do that. I've left that alone. So my point to that question is, sex is not the end all be all, and it should not be in any relationship.
So you're saying right now that if your husband gets his lower half cut off, it's cool.
So I'm cool.
You just ain't having sex no more for the rest of your life.
I don't have to be penetrated. What is that? What we're looking for? He can still eat me out. He can still do so many other things. We can do other things, but
that is a fair point.
I'm not going to go now have sex with somebody else.
Does a man with no lower half put a strap on?
He can.
Around his waist?
I mean, he's not going to get any pleasure, but he will be able to please his wife. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point.
It is.
And the only reason why I bring that up is because I do think that sex is an important part of a relationship. And when that part goes missing, I also appreciate what you said. Like, you just have to accept that these are your cards.
Your terms, right.
These are the cards that you're given, and you're going to make the best of the cards that you're given.
That's a rough set of circumstances.
It is a rough set of
circumstances.
But this is why I say, like, if you guys, if people really fell in love with people before for who they are
and are their friends,
exactly, it should not be no question about it. Like, this is my ride or die for the rest of my life. I don't care what happens. I'm with you till these wheels fall off, which is why I've never gotten married, because I want to make sure the person that I do get married to, I'm not having no divorce. Like, I'm going to get hit by a car before I get divorced.
And you have to, and that other person has to feel the same way.
Thank you. It has to be reciprocated. Absolutely.
Because I think that in theory, that is great. I think in theory, that's great. You know what I mean? I think it's theory because life and relationships are so complicated. And I think that at any given time, you could be in a good space with your partner. You could be in a bad space with your partner. You know,
so
you could be frustrated.
J-Lo is good for what she does?
What does she do?
I mean, she has multiple how many marriages has she had?
See?
I mean, I'm just saying. Like,
I mean, what I can say,
is that a good look or a bad look?
I think it depends. And I think everybody's going to have a different perspective on that. What I will say is, what I can appreciate about that is that she hasn't given up on the idea of marriage.
Okay.
Whether she's doing it right and whether she's applying it right, I mean, I don't think that I'm fit to judge her in that regard, because I believe in marriage, and I do believe in it.
I believe in marriage too.
Yeah, and I think... Yeah, go ahead.
One could also say that she is not willing to put up with anything that she doesn't want to in a relationship. So then you should not
have married that man in the first place. You should have figured it out first.
But sometimes things come up after the fact.
But that's just a reality. And none of her men lose their legs. She just checked out.
She said none of the men.
I'm just saying.
They said Ben is an alcoholic. You heard her stay married to an alcoholic?
Okay, but let's count this down. We're not talking about Ben. Now let's talk about the other Hispanic one, the Anthony one.
Mark Anthony?
You were going to get hit by a car before you divorced your alcoholic husband, right?
But that's what I'm saying. I would know that before I married the man.
What if he became an alcoholic after you guys got married?
If my husband became an alcoholic, then we would be going through counseling. I would be pushing him
what if
through.
He ain't with no I'm not going to counseling.
Oh, no,
I don't believe
Once
in that.
again, we're going to take the steps. And like I said, I'm not dating no man that feels like alcohol is end all be all. I was talking to a guy that was like, I'm not going to Dubai because you can't smoke weed. And I'm just like, you can't stop smoking weed for 5 days to go on a vacation? So cut off. Like, no, that's not cute. That's not cute.
Yeah, that's a little extreme.
I'm just saying, like, come on now.
That's definitely extreme.
Did you guys pick a different destination?
No, we stopped talking.
Okay.
He got cut off.
Okay. Because he didn't want to. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. You need to really
Be
know
flexible.
a person. You got to really know a person before you sit there and marry somebody. Period.
No, I agree. I agree. I just think, again, in theory, it all sounds sweet and good and buttoned up, and relationships just don't work like that. Like, and I'm in a season in my own marriage where I'm like, I'm just accepting things for what they are, and I'm giving myself time to really figure out, like, okay, you know, how do I approach this, or how do I deal with this? Like, I don't have to have all the answers. I don't have to do it right every single day, but I'm committed to the process, and I'm committed to my husband.
Exactly.
And it might not look good today. It might not look the way it's going to look in 10 years. And when I look at my parents, like when I look at pictures of them, I'm just proud because I'm like, wow, they made an imprint in me. Like, I see them and their things that I do and I apply in my own relationship that I definitely learned by watching them.
Absolutely.
So I think in theory, we say what we're going to do, what we would do. And in reality, like, sometimes the decision that you have to make to maybe deviate from what you think you would do is the decision that's the best. Because I believe once you bring children into the world,
it changes everything.
You have an obligation.
Yeah.
Like, you took a decision that was beyond you. And the person that you're with, right? You might not like them, but those children love that person.
Absolutely.
And that's why it's really tricky. Like, I'm committed to the process.
And so that's why I say, if my husband became an alcoholic and we have kids together, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure he comes back from that.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to just up and leave him. This is the man that I married. However, I am going to have enough sense to a certain extent to make sure that he has a full understanding as well that alcohol is not the answers to your problems. Like, come on now, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Now, you feel me? So that's what I'm saying. It's like,
I agree.
Yeah.
You had a question you posed earlier in the week about, is it possible for a woman to?
I saw, well, I always see, but I was thinking or wondering, is it possible for a woman to 100% or to fully submit to a man if he's not 100% taking care of the finances?
What do you think, Mishae?
Well, no, I think it's very hard.
Can you elaborate?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I went through that situation, so
with your baby daddy?
Yeah.
But that was an extreme case.
But I know, but you tend to lack like the respect from me to him as a man diminished. Like when I realized, like, okay, you're just not making proper decisions. And this is the household. Like, why would you blow that? Why would you claim that? Why would you do this? Why would you do that? So now I'm
questioning
looking at you
his decision.
Right.
Making,
now I'm like, bro, like, and then on top of that, you're not even running it by me. You're not saying, hey, Mishae, do you think we should do this? Or, hey, do you think we should do that? And then once again, let's collaborate together. Let's compromise. And then I could tell you that's not a good idea. So, yeah, if you're doing dumb stuff like that, like, what? Yeah. I'm sorry. That's touchy for me.
Were you going to say something?
I was going to ask for an example of what he did when he didn't consult you that you were like, that's dumb when you heard about it.
Like I said, when he was working under the table, I told him, you are grown. You cannot have this. It's okay if you have this as a second job, a side hustle, working under the table. That's cool. But as of what we're doing right now, and we have a child, you need to get taxes taken out. Period. That's just financially, that's stupid. And you're not putting money into the future. Because like I said, if you lose your job, how can you get unemployment?
That makes sense.
No, that makes a lot of sense. And that brings me to kind of like this point or concept that, like, it's challenging when you're in relationship with someone who you don't trust their judgment because, and I don't know, I mean, I'm curious from a man's perspective how you would, what guidance you would provide to a woman who maybe wants to stop doing that. But I think it's like, it's predicated on this idea that we see what the men do and we're like, that wasn't smart.
Right. And
that was not
even
smart.
for women. Like,
and then when they try to make another decision, you can't help but to run it through the lens of like, he does not make good decisions.
Right.
So I'm now my senses are heightened because I'm like, okay, this is gonna affect, this could throw off my whole week. This could, cost us $1,200-$2,500. Like,
in the long
and I
run.
want to avoid that. So
right.
It how it shows up is I question you. Or I feel apprehensive about you making such a decision because I feel like, oh my God, like this might not be a good decision. Like I personally wouldn't have, done it this way.
Absolutely.
But the two examples you gave or that you guys just gave were of men who don't make good decisions. That has nothing to do with financial support.
But it does. I mean, and let's be clear, women can do the exact same thing. Like,
wait, you said, I'm sorry, Mishae. I want to make sure I understood what you said. You said, can you repeat what you said?
I said that you guys just gave examples of leadership. And it was about the financial aspect of it.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So y'all talking about like decisions that he's making.
Which, I mean, if you don't make good decisions, I'm saying if you don't make
with money.
If you don't make good decisions, it extends to all parts of your life. It's not like singular to this thing. You may not be prudent financially. You may not actually have good spending habits. You may not be prospective in your thinking. Like, I need to actually save money and put money away, a 401k, an investment account, an Acorns account, whatever change I get from, my spending, it's going to go away from my children. Like, just being prudent. Like, if you don't make good decisions, it's not like just in this area. It is a part of who you are as a being. And if you don't take action to correct that, then how is the person who's in relationship with you supposed to feel comfortable and confident in you?
And don't get me wrong, like there's people who make good money and they want to take their money and they want to invest it somewhere. And even then it's like, okay, let's write a proposal. Let's figure out how this is going to work out. Let's kind of see like what is this going to look like in the next 5 years? How much money do we need to dump in this in order for it to get started? There's so many things that you need to kind of go through before you just throw money away. And then especially if you're not making a whole lot of money and you need to be saving and you're not doing such, then it's like, what are you doing? Like,
yeah, no, I agree.
You know what I mean? We already struggling, bro. Like,
that makes sense for sure, especially if you're already struggling.
Right. So that's why I say like it can go both ways. You could be making good money, and if you want to throw it in some, what was that, the tech thing? What is that?
Like Bitcoin?
Yeah, Bitcoin and things of that nature.
Cryptocurrency,
right,
things
cryptocurrency.
Like this.
It's like, okay, can we split that? Can we get it into like some real stocks and then cryptocurrency? So that way we're not just like throwing it all in one spot. Or if it's okay for us to throw 10,000 away, like just know like, okay, I could be okay with kissing 10,000 away goodbye because there's a possible chance it's gone. But you can't just come and be like, okay, 50 gone. Like,
have y'all seen Crypto Queen?
No.
This girl, what's her name? I forget her name, but she came up with a coin, and she was
it like Dogcoin,
Dogecoin.
Nuh-uh.
Was it Doge?
It wasn't that. But she came up with a coin and she was able to get people to buy into the coin. And she made $4 billion.
Is this a real story?
She dipped out, right?
And she gone.
That's the dog coin.
But they don't know.
Dogecoin?
Is it Doge or Dog?
I don't think that's what it was called though.
I thought it was something with a D.
But I did
I heard about that.
They don't know where she's at. They don't know if she was able to really get on or if the Russian mafia killed her.
Oh no!
But she's
never been. She ain't been seen since.
Really?
They were. Yes, it's a 3-part miniseries on HBO.
And they killed off a lot of them.
What was it? Crypto Queen?
You can look up Crypto Queen and her picture should come up. And it's
a lot of those cryptocurrencies guys are
$4
dead.
billion she got, and until people start questioning it, like, well, you couldn't take the money out, you couldn't buy nothing with it. You could only transfer from account to account. Like if you had somebody could send you something.
Yeah, because it's not like a physical thing.
Yeah. So when shit start getting hot and people start dropping indictments, she got gone.
She's out of there.
Yeah. What was her name?
But I know who you're talking about, though.
She wore red lipstick. That was her little signature.
I see the book. Crypto Queen, Dead or Alive.
Right.
Dead or alive.
Because she gone.
Because she's out there. We ain't seen her.
Dr. Ruja.
That's her. That's the homegirl.
Yeah.
That's the homegirl. Got on.
Was she Indian?
She's something. You heard Ruja. And the cool part is she did it before and got caught and went to jail.
She did what before?
She tried to make a scam some people out of some stuff before. They caught her. She just went to another country and got cracking. Faux Billy.
That's a shame.
Man.
So on Apple Podcasts, they say it's an astonishing read, plunging you into a toxic world of insta-wealth, betrayal, and ruthless ambition. Author is Jamie Barlett.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take a look at. I'm gonna take a look into it.
It was cracking. There are so many since documentaries have become popular. There are so many stories just around the world that you never would have heard of.
Right.
And now that it's we can make a doc on it. Hey, did you see the Poughkeepsie tapes?
No.
Man, this
Poughkeepsie. No, but he'll be watching stuff. He has put me onto a few things, and I'm like, man, I'm glad that I learned about it. So enlighten us.
The Poughkeepsie tapes. I don't know if this actually happened in real life.
Okay, the Poughkeepsie tapes.
But this dude, he killed and dismembered over 100 women, and the police were onto him, right? And he led them to a house in Poughkeepsie, New York, or either the street or the city. And in the basement, they found the tapes of him doing it to the women, and they still haven't found out who the guy is.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I peeped that. Okay,
he wore a mask.
This is old though, right?
It's old. It happened. It's old.
Yeah.
I might have seen this though. I'm looking at the name. It's Poughkeepsie tapes. I think I saw this. The Poughkeepsie tapes is a 2007? Yeah, 2007 American pseudo fake. Documentary horror film written, directed, and edited by John Eric Dwoldy. Dowdle. From a story he co-wrote with his brother Drew Dwoldy. Yeah, so it's pseudo, so it's not real, but I think I did see it.
You know what else is pseudo, but I thought was real when I saw it? Snow on the Bluff. It you ain't picked?
Nah.
You know of a lot of stuff.
Look, my boy, it starts off, these white kids are trying to buy some drugs.
Okay.
And he gets into the car and he robs them and takes the camera. And then it follows him on like a 2 months journey of shit just cracking in the hood. I thought it was real when I saw it, man.
Snow on the Bluff is a 2012
my boy Curtis.
movie too that I saw
Curtis.
that I thought was real.
Curtis Snow?
Movie.
Okay.
Curtis Snow on the Bluff.
Okay. Snow on the Bluff is a 2012 American found footage style drama film directed by Damon Russell. It stars Curtis Snow, a real-life Atlanta robbery boy and drug dealer, playing a fictionalized version of himself as he gets into various dangerous and criminal situations. Okay, if you want to check out Snow on the Bluff, you can check that out. Okay.
Now, yeah, some of these movies be having you on the edge. Like, is this real or is it not real?
Man, y'all seen the boy Ray J? He said that everybody's calling him right now, like, please stop talking about what you know about the Diddy affairs.
I know he almost got beat up by his kids.
His kids?
Yeah, his kids was about to fight him.
Really?
Ray J?
Yeah, and Chris Brown had to break it up.
Oh, Puffy's kids.
Yeah, Puffy's kids.
I was like, hold on, his kids.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on.
They say Puffy kids ran down on him at the club.
He sure did. Yeah, he really
ran up on, hey, my nigga.
So like Halloween game or like party or something, yeah.
Is that when he said that he almost got shot and killed? Is that what he was talking about?
Nah.
Okay, that was a different event.
Yeah.
They ran up on him.
Yeah, they did.
All that shit you've been
talking.
So, do you think it's warranted?
I feel like when you're a public figure and things happen, it's everybody's business.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I think he needs to be quiet because I know he has something to do with Whitney. So
I do. Ray J?
Yeah.
Whitney's death?
I mean, I feel like he...
You can't be saying stuff like that.
I'm just saying everyone needs to be quiet.
Allegedly.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And it's like, if you talking allegedly, we could fall back and hit you with a 1-2-2 with your allegedly. So let's not do that.
I feel like if you don't have anything positive to say about the situation,
just don't say
nothing at all. If
That's
you weren't a victim and you're trying to get some reparations, you should just let it be.
That part.
I agree wholeheartedly with that. I was gonna say, sometimes,
especially a Ray J.
Yeah, you just
when
start
you
talking,
know they can say shit about you,
and
that's
you
what
get
I'm
yourself
saying.
into trouble.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
yeah, I would definitely advise anybody just keep quiet.
There are a lot of people out here who used to be stars, and now that whether the acting isn't hitting it like it used to, the music isn't hitting like it used to, they just be out here singing some crazy shit just to be,
crazy
guess
stuff.
What he said.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and Ray J is one of those to me. Like, and I feel like they could just be cool and be graceful and get your little money how it come. Like, you still gonna get some love. Like Mike Tyson got some love, 20 mil, just because you Mike and you cool out here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question, because I saw this percolating online that do you think potentially he could have just lost the fight to get the 20 mil?
Absolutely. Did you see the fight?
Well, I think he was.
I didn't.
Did you? Honey, let me tell you, that man was out there. He was bobbing and weaving. He didn't throw really no blows. I mean, it was like maybe 1, maybe 3. I'll give Mike 3 tops. It was all for the money.
I don't think it's far-fetched, because when I don't know the Logan brothers well, but my brother was telling me that they're influencers, and I think because they have money, it's not far-fetched that they would engage, someone like Mike Tyson and say, hey, like, this is the arrangement.
Of course.
That's what happened. You're gonna get 20 mil.
That's what happened.
And we're gonna
want
get
you
40
to come
mil
out of retirement. Like,
and we just need that so that we can boost our.
Absolutely.
Your name is gonna bring the whole he crawling out like a monkey, then Mike slap him. That's the boost the ratings. Y'all saw what they did.
That's the most Mike has ever touched him in the whole fight. Was that slap. For the toe, for the pink toe, for the big toe.
But he did say that he don't like people stepping on his toes, though. He said he go berserk. But you know what? It all could be, and if it is, well played.
Listen, I'm not
Absolutely.
mad.
I watched it, and I don't even watch boxing, and I watched it.
So. And we have to consider the other side. So let's just say it was real. Let's just say it was real. It was genuine. They fought, and he lost. I was challenged this weekend to actually think of it differently. Like, what is legacy? But, did he prove that at 58? He's 58?
Yeah,
54? Okay, 54.
58 maybe.
54, 58 years old. He went toe-to-toe with a 20.
He didn't go toe-to-toe, though, because Jake Paul for sure held back. Jake Paul could have been on his line.
Oh, you think that he could have rocked his belt?
For sure, Jake Paul could have rocked his belt.
Though.
Mike, that shit ain't. You know what I do believe, though? He was missing some
shots, though.
If Mike, if that was just a play, because I really believe, like, no one is scared of Mike no more. Prior to that fight, I believe that people thought Mike had a little bit of crazy in him and mass aggression to where, like, it'd be cracking immediately.
But he is 54 years old, so you got to understand that the young shall grow.
And the longer the rounds go, if you can extend all rounds, that's what they want. Most people don't want to knock out. Exactly. Let me tell you, when I was watching the game, because I watched the fight, okay? What's his name? The other one? Not Mike, but the other one? Paul.
Yeah.
He was tired to the point where he wasn't even in defense mode. Like, he had his hands down here, do. Like, okay, I'm gonna just run around with you, do. It's like, it wasn't a real
how this
fight.
Is gonna end.
I know, exactly. But only because he put in more and more effort, he won.
Yeah.
But
he could have got up on Mike had he wanted.
Let me tell you, if Mike wanted to knock that little boy out, it would have been over. Mike wasn't.
Maybe, like you say, maybe within the first 2 rounds, I watched everything.
Okay.
Maybe within the first 2 rounds, that could have happened. But like you
Mike
said,
still had his stance. He's a professional.
That bobbing and weaving you talking about, that shit was weak. I want to curse.
But
that's how weak it was. I wanted to curse.
You are cursing. Oh. The word SHIT is a curse word.
Oh, I wanted to curse more. Like that
Listen, I was like, Ty, if you don't hit him, man, show this little boy what it's like.
What confused me about this was, I think you shared the detail that it was in the contract, right? That Mike would get 20, win or lose.
Absolutely.
And Jake would get 40, win or lose. That makes no sense to me. So that led me to believe that it could have been kind of staged, because I believe that
Paul put up more money.
Of course, but
I pulled Mike out.
I thought that Mike was going to take a dive. I thought that he was gonna get the 20. Hey, we just gonna make this shit look cool right quick. I'm gonna hit you and you fall. I thought that's for sure what would have happened. But in boxing, that's how it go. The bigger name gets the bigger money. And Jake Paul is the bigger name.
But when it all boils down to it, I think Mike told him, like, listen, I'm old. You ain't gonna knock me out. That's what you're not gonna do. Like, you're not gonna do. I'll let you throw the punches. I'm not gonna knock you out, but you for sure ain't gonna knock me out.
For
Absolutely.
Sure. But it was sanctioned, though. It did count on Jake's Paul record, and it counted against Mike Tyson's record. So I think Mike Tyson came in with 8 losses. He has 9 now on his record as a boxer.
And as a boxer,
and that's okay.
I mean, right?
That's okay.
Thank you. That's okay.
Listen, because you got 20 mil.
Let me tell you.
If you want me to take 20 mil for the L, sign me up.
Sign me
and
up.
Hold it.
Hey, bro. And I would have took a black eye for sure. For 20 mil, run it.
And that was just the fight contract. Hopefully he got some back end money on the pay-per-view and the Netflix.
Exactly.
Hopefully he got some of that too. It could have turned into 50 mil for the payday.
No,
when it's all said and done.
Listen.
And what a night.
Man.
And what a night.
16 minutes for 20 mil.
That's not bad.
Minutes. It was less than that, huh?
It was 2-minute rounds, 8 rounds.
Right, exactly. And they went the whole 8 rounds.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Run that for
not a bad night.
Not bad at all.
Not a bad night.
20 mil for 16
I ain't even bad at it.
minutes?
I mean, I didn't watch it, but I think 20 mil in your bank account ain't bad.
It's not bad
and
at all.
the money already in there.
That part,
even better.
You pulled up.
Even
and the
better.
check is there.
Come on.
Even better. As long as it clear, even better.
You saw the everything from pre-fight and everything, like locker room
No, I
stuff?
saw the women fight.
Oh, hey, they was
and
cracking.
they was doing better than the men.
Do you think the girl who lost really won?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
I think the other one with the braids should have won. Honestly,
No, I'm saying the girl who won. You think she rightfully
no,
won?
no, I think the other girl should have won.
Everybody thinks she got robbed.
I think she
really
got
well,
robbed.
she landed over 50% more punches, right? Yeah, but hey, they was fighting though.
That
wasn't
really,
no play.
They was getting
fighting.
it in. They was getting it in. They was the show. That was like the show tonight.
And this is the second time the girl beat her. And she's like, I don't want to hear none of that. I won. If she want to fight again, we could fight again.
She said, run it back. Run it back. Listen.
They was fighting.
Yeah,
you don't think I do this for sport?
They were bleeding.
Right. Yeah, she had a whole
He had a cut over her.
busted.
Yeah, they were fighting. Yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness.
That's the best fight I've seen in a minute.
Man, I'm telling you, they held
whoever.
it down. And that's one time, 2 time for the ladies, because
they was in there. Resiliency, they was,
I'm trying to tell you.
They was getting busy.
I'm trying to tell you, women.
Toe to toe.
Women can come through with the come through.
We don't get it. We don't get the credit that we deserve.
And still cook you a home cooked meal.
Man.
You feel me?
From scratch.
From scratch.
Okay, maybe not from scratch, but we're going to cook it though.
I'm coming from scratch.
Amen.
I can't bake, but I for sure could cook.
Amen to that. Do we got a safe space?
Not one that I let her, but I was just overhearing some people talk, and the dude was saying how he wanted to come out to his dad like that was gay. And he was asking his friend, like, how do I go about that? Have you know anybody who's ever done that? Yeah? How was that for them? They watched the show?
Maybe. How was that for them? Wow, that's a deep question. It's a boy.
That's rough. And his dad was in his life?
Yes.
So you went to the daddy and the mama, or just the daddy?
So I'm not going to give too many details because I feel like it'd be very distinguishable if I do. But let's just say, so your question was, how was it? And then how would you do it?
Yeah.
I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do that. And, you know, I have 2 boys, and I don't know how I would take that as a parent. Like, just being honest, like, I don't know how I would take it. I do.
Would you be taken aback?
Absolutely.
For sure.
But then, so
for sure.
Do you feel like you would see it prior to them telling you? Like, it wouldn't be a shock to you, right?
And this is why it throws me for a loop, because my son loves women. And he's only 7 years old. And I'll never forget when he was 3 or 4, he'd be like, Mommy, her knees. Like, he like legs. You feel me? Like, my baby love women. So if he came to me at the age of 16 and he was like, Mama.
16?
I'm just saying. I don't know. What age is the age? What age is the age? When do we find this out?
Some people come out later.
Yeah, I feel like that's a later in life thing that typically happens. I mean, at least when I think of like coming out.
How old was your person when they came out?
And did you know beforehand?
Good question. So you knew. You seen the signs.
Damn. Let me take a second. I know.
Bring it back.
I apologize.
They went to school with us?
No. No. Let me address it this way. So I don't think there's a right or wrong way to come out. I would imagine that somebody who is thinking about coming out or in that space is really scared, is extremely apprehensive, and just like not in a good space emotionally, because whatever it is, it could be like a job you want, you know, and if you feel like the person who you're going to tell, whether it's your parents or your siblings, are not going to be accepting of you, that's going to give
the rough part.
That's going to give you apprehension and really mess with you mentally and emotionally. So I think I'm empathetic to it from that perspective, but I think it's a learned behavior.
Thank you.
I do. And no shade. Like, no, please don't cover me. I really feel like it's a learned behavior.
So no one's born like that.
I don't think so.
You've never seen a kid where you're like, man.
I will say this. I think that conditioning starts very, very young.
Mm-hmm. And see, and then on top of that too, you don't know if this child was like molested when they were younger. And to part me, too. Because like a lot of women, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to just throw everybody's situation on this, but I do know some women come up not liking men because of what they've been through. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to date men anymore. I'd rather date women. They're, you know, it's easy to deal with. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But one thing I do know is that God is never wrong. When the way how he created you and the way how you came out, that is how you're supposed to come out, period. So that's just mine.
And I, yeah, like, if we go that way, but if I could just take a half step back, like, I think that it's a learned behavior. And when I say the conditioning starts very young, there are certain things that you might see in your child. And because you've lived so much more life, you're like, ooh, that, like, don't do that in public. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that in public. Like, and you have to address it. Because if you don't address it, it's something that they think like is okay. It's okay. So I think that there's definitely like situations, not because of like inherently they are this or that. It's just we have a curiosity as people and as kids growing up. So you might explore and test certain things. And if you like it, like if you like the feeling or you like the sensation, you then start to internalize like, oh, this is what I like. This is what this is. But I will say that I feel like it's a learned behavior, and I do think that people who are sexually abused or are fondled, touched, exposed to sexual content very young, have a higher propensity to
going whichever way,
to go in different directions.
Exactly.
You know.
Was it cool when your person, their parents were cool? Like, oh, it's all love?
No.
And that's
right. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I'm gonna love my son no matter.
That's how I feel, man. I don't want it, but I can't see me.
Sure don't want it.
Yeah, I can't see.
No, and that's the thing. I mean, you're still gonna love the person, of course. Absolutely. But and that's the thing too. Like, you can not like something that somebody's doing, but still love them as a person.
Absolutely.
He could bring his boyfriend around if that happened?
No. Not in my house. You gonna do that somewhere else. Take that somewhere else. And please believe, and we ain't playing like that.
And I respect that. Because I feel like everybody has to have some boundaries.
Absolutely.
Everybody has to have some. Everybody has to have some boundaries.
Are you going to the wedding?
No. Are you serious?
You're not going to the wedding?
No, I ain't going to no.
And here's the thing. No. And I hope that, if you're evolved and you have some sense about you should be able to understand this point. Like, my unconditional love to you is that I'm always going to love you and be there for you. Right. I don't have to like what you do, and I don't have to participate in what you do. So if you
very much
are going to have a wedding, I don't believe in
chapter that. 1, verse 32.
Have a good wedding, right? But I'm not going to participate in that.
Right. I can't do it.
Okay, so typically in the weddings, the grooms and bride's family put money together so you're not putting no money towards that.
I'm not either.
So,
and you know what though, and what like I want to throw this in there too. Each person, all of us, you, myself, we go through things in life, and there's certain points in life, like you reach a certain point where you have to take a decision, and that's the decision that you have to take, good or bad, whether your parents like it, your wife likes it, your husband likes it, your friends like it doesn't matter. You have to take a decision. So if that's the decision that you decide to take, you have to be okay with whatever comes with that. You might not like it, but you got to be okay with whatever comes with that.
Right,
and that's okay.
Right.
Like life really is so okay. It's okay. Like it's okay. And I don't know if like people generally like reason that way, but it's okay. Like I'm not going to be there with you to rock with you on that particular thing. But if that's the decision that you make, whatever comes with that, you got to be okay with that.
Absolutely. Because he ain't laying in the bed with me when I'm with my man. And I for sure ain't going to be by you with your man.
Yeah. So yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's, I think it's apropos.
You know anybody who's experienced that? Like having to come out?
I have friends that are gay.
Men? Mm-hmm. And their come out was cool with their family?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he's still very close with his mom. His
dad
passed away, but I think he knew. You know? Okay. So
you think he knew, so he didn't come out to his dad?
I mean, I'm not that close with him right now because I honestly, when he told me, I mean, it threw me for a loop. You got to understand. It threw me for a loop because
how did he tell you?
Here's the thing. My situation is a little different.
You didn't know?
Hold on. Let me explain.
I'm saying you didn't know.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay.
Let her know. Hear me out.
Hear me out. So I knew him since middle school. Okay. And everybody would come to me and be like, is he gay? Is he gay?
So they were speculating back then.
Exactly. So, and me being naive and not knowing what gay, I don't even know. What do you mean? Never. What are you talking about? Da, 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 da. So I put up this wall for him.
Okay. Trying to protect him.
But
did you ever ask him?
I really did not know. And honestly, I was really naive to that. Like I really did not know. So yeah, when it came to me, I was just more like, dang, all these years, like, you know, I stood up for you saying this, and then you turn out to be the way that everybody thought.
So you made it about you.
I did. My feelings was hurt. Okay, that's
fair. That's fair. I just want to be clear.
Because once again, you know, if I would have knew from the beginning,
then
you would not have said
you wouldn't have vouched for him.
Thank you.
So you just mad because you put your name on the line,
right?
And then you turned out and you did something different.
That's like this whole time.
That's a very Cancer thing because I feel like I would have felt the same way
because
like here I am
riding for you,
from your good name.
Like nah, he ain't.
But
never.
I think the error in your way is that you didn't run it by the friend. Like, look, this is what people are saying
because I'm trying to protect him. You feel me?
Well,
like,
yeah,
I don't want him, you know?
But that was like a lack of communication, though.
But if
probably was.
Multiple people are saying that to you,
and let me tell you,
it's getting to him a little bit some way, no?
I'm 14, bro. Like, I'm 14. I didn't know what was... I'm trying to get y'all to understand.
That is a very valid point. Yeah. 14 years old, you
I did not know what was going on.
That was what, 9th grade?
Yeah, 8th grade.
8th grade?
7th grade.
Wait, you're not 14.
Not 14. Yeah, not 14.
I'm just saying, but I'm just saying at the time. What
grade was it?
I knew him at 7th grade.
Okay.
And people would be like, oh, he seemed a little, you know,
12,
a little, right. He seemed a little, and I'm like.
They saw it from a young age, but you didn't see nothing?
No, I said, he got a girlfriend. You feel me? Like, he kissed a girl. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? We're here.
And why are you worried about that?
That part. I mean, you know, we kissing and stuff, but I mean, come on, that's gross, you guys. But then I'm like realizing like, oh, there really is an alternative life. Like I had to learn about the alternative life because I don't live the alternative life.
Right.
So I didn't know.
What's the alternative life?
To not live, you know.
According to the will of God.
She was thrown for a loop.
Yeah, it threw me for a real loop, you guys. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
And then was there any like thought of like, oh, because I'm affiliated or associated with you that people might think differently of
because
you.
I'm a woman,
girl,
right? I'm a woman, so it's different. I mean,
I can see if it was two guys, like, well, he gay, you might be gay,
right?
You hang
See,
out
and then
with him.
which is why he hung out with the girls. You feel me? Because now it's all coming to me, and I understood the situation. But in that moment,
well, I don't understand that logic. So you're saying if it was two guys, so you're saying that women who have gay male friends, that's cool.
Yeah, I think that's very acceptable. I think most girls have gay friends.
Exactly.
But two
Most?
guys, yeah, I know a lot of
Yes.
girls who have gay homeboys.
And they
But
like
most. You
yeah,
said
most. Yeah.
I don't have
And you
any
know what is so
gay
crazy is
best
that
friends or
a
anything
lot
like
of
that.
yeah, but you're a married woman though, so that doesn't
What does that mean?
because let me tell you. Oh, and you know what? I take that
So
back because there's a lot of married women.
Let me test your logic though. Let me test that logic.
Wait, I take that back. I take it back.
Thank you.
So take it back.
I was about to say, let me test that logic.
Because let me tell you this. A husband rather, if a female is hanging out with a man, he rather them be gay.
I don't even care about that. I want to test what you just said. So he said most women have gay best friends. And then you said
I didn't say gay best friends. I said they have gay friends.
Gay friends. And then you said when I said I don't have gay friends or a gay best friend, you said, well, you're married.
Right. That's so does it mean I so retracted that. So
does it mean that once the girls that have the gay best friends get married, they have to dump all their gay friends?
No. That's why I just said.
Okay.
The husband rather if you're going to have a male friend, he rather that male friend be gay.
Is that true?
I mean, I would assume the reason why she said, I don't care, you know what I'm saying? But I'm assuming the reason why she's saying that is because the man doesn't have to worry about you trying to be with my wife.
Thank you, exactly. You can hang out, exactly. You can hang out with her. It's cool.
But to get back to the original point.
So can I ask one question? I'm not trying to make this like a sexual conversation, but are you saying that, or let me not say you're saying it, but do you think that it is impossible for a man who's gay to have sex with a woman?
Not at all.
If he's attracted to her.
Mm-mm.
No.
Because,
men,
I mean, I
feel... be bisexual.
Yeah, men will dip in it.
But overall, I would assume a guy, if my girl is going to have a friend, a guy friend.
Feminine. He's feminine.
If he's gay, when you're there, I don't have to worry about what's going on with y'all. And typically, whereas if you have a straight friend,
like heterosexual.
It could be, what are they doing? They hanging out type shit.
Absolutely. And it's going on hour 2.
Yeah, you know where y'all at.
Right, exactly.
And then to get to your earlier point, when it was like 2 girls, or a gay guy with a girl friend, or 2 guys, it's like, well, and you were saying like guilty by association.
Yeah, birds of a feather flock together.
If it's the guy and a girl and he's gay, it's like, well, she's just a girl.
But if he's living in an alternative lifestyle, does that not affect the woman in any way? In terms of the type of things he may or may not like, the type of places he may or may not go, etc.
But she know he gay, so she know what come with that.
No, I didn't say that. I'm not, huh?
Like the female friend?
Yeah, I mean, I look at it like, and again, this is not a judgment call, but I would say that I think it's unnatural, right? For like a man to, I don't know if cosplay is the right word, but like act feminine or like exhibit that quality in terms of applying makeup, doing lashes, painting nails, carrying a handbag, things like that. That's not something that we typically see with
I personally don't like that aspect. Like, if you're a gay man, I want you to just be a man that is gay. Like, I don't really like the whole, like, I don't want to pass you, like, the lashes. Like, okay, like, I don't want to be sharing. But that's just me. And I've had gay friends and we've gone to gay clubs together. We hang out. We go to the mall. We was watching, RuPaul Drag Race. Like, you feel me? Like, I had to get into the, because that's what he kind of deal. But.
So you're saying no, like, dress up.
Yeah, I personally don't like the dress up. I don't. That's just like to be a friend. I don't want you impersonating me as a woman because
not impersonating you.
Listen, it's
they're in competition with you.
It's just weird. Like, bro, nah, I can't do it. Like, what size shoe you wear? Nah, dog, you ain't putting on my.
She said, "What size shoe do you wear?"
That's what I'm saying. At this point, it's like you wanna try them on.
That's why he asked.
I feel like male feet will always be bigger than female feet.
I understand that, but there are petite men. You know what I'm saying? There's short little like men.
That is true.
There's skinny ones. There's like
that's crazy
short
for him
ones.
to ask you to try your shoes on though.
But I'm just saying
I could assume it happens.
If you're dressing up, then you're there.
Yeah.
I mean, ask Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, where is Caitlyn?
Where is Caitlyn? But that's just some people like it.
Good old Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss Bruce.
That's crazy how your dad go to a girl.
That is. It's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Do you think they have some PTSD from that?
The girls?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think that family
is just very
wild.
I wouldn't even say it's wild. They just
rock.
Yeah, exactly.
They just rock. They rocking with whatever you do. Come over here. We love you.
Especially for a bag. I know for that for sure.
They ain't tripping on too much.
Whatever it takes.
So I don't know if I can call them unk, but Wallow and Gilly strike again.
With Kodak?
How'd that make you feel when you saw it?
I like seeing it. I think that that's what people need more than the bullshit comments and the talking about you. And I think that Kodak respects them. So I think that I think Kodak gone.
Really?
Yeah, he's too deep off in the drugs. Kodak Black needs to go to a rehab. Yeah, and he needs to sit at the rehab for a year. We don't want to see your face out here on these streets. He gone.
When you say he's gone,
did you see the video of him at the other?
Honestly, guys,
Kai?
Kai.
I think that was crazy.
The Breakfast Club. Once once the drugs start to, because I understand, I feel like a lot of people do drugs, right? But they're able to control it to where it's like, okay, well, I got this interview. I'm not about to take no drugs. I need to be in control of my full facilities on the interview. He's looking crazy. You can tell he's on a drug.
Yeah, it's really sad.
What did you observe, Mishae, when you watched the Kai Cenat stream?
He was lit. He was bent.
He was high.
He was over.
Do you think that Kai had a responsibility to his viewers to not entertain that type of guest on his platform?
I mean, unfortunately, when you invite somebody over, it's out of your control. What he's gonna come.
I can't control what he does.
That's right.
No, I mean, but
Kodak is a famous rapper. People want to see Kodak. Had Kodak come on there and been cool.
Right. Let me tell you.
But what I'm asking though, because to that point, I'm saying, does he have a responsibility if he realized 15, 20 minutes in that Kodak is off of drugs? Like, cut the stream.
The views ain't the views.
And let me tell you, sometimes someone needs to see that so that way they can check you.
He's seen that prior of himself prior. And also, what you like to say, contractual obligation. I'm contracted to be on this stream for 2 hours. I can't help that Kodak tripping right now.
So you think that you think that there's contracts involved when they pull up to the stream?
For Kai, it is.
Yeah,
he's Twitching, he's YouTubing. Yeah, he's
on a
streaming.
whole nother
He got
level.
contracts.
Yeah. Okay, absolutely.
You got to go live every Wednesday from 5 to 7.
Right, no matter
what.
Kodak
just happened to be here bugging out, and you can see Kai in the stream like trying to God, this nigga right
here. He was uncomfortable.
My boy said, "I got the chopsticks." I like that song with him in French though.
Yeah, I mean, the video when I saw it. You posted it. I saw it. I posted it to I posted it to my stories. I loved seeing that. I saw it. I was in the gym, and it made me smile because I'm like, that we need more of that. Not more of Kodak Black being on drugs and needing to have an intervention, but we need more men who are willing to speak up and mentor other men.
Absolutely.
Who are, have lost their way, if you will. Hopefully we can get it before they lost their way.
And that's what
that's the goal. But I think that what they're doing is admirable. And I don't want them to stop doing that. Like when I saw when they poured their heart out to young Lil Durk, I loved that too. I was like, this man is really speaking from his heart. Like, and you can tell that he really wanted him to get that message. And even if the person that you're saying the message to doesn't get it, is meant for somebody. And I know that if I felt the way I felt, somebody out there who needed to hear that message heard that message.
How do you feel about them doing it on camera?
There's always, in my opinion, I think there's always a little bit of a cringe factor when you record it, but for me, I think it's okay in that situation. Yes, they're exploiting the fact that Kodak Black is, a prominent figure and he just had a viral stream. But I feel like we need more images of that. So I'm okay with, in that particular context, it being,
this is our age. This is something that I had to I had to swallow this pill because we nowadays put everything on camera. Unfortunately, we're on camera.
Yeah.
So, it's just you really got to be careful, like how you want to portray yourself, and if we're going to be real, you just got to be real. You know what I mean? And if this is your job to put it on camera, then you just got to be prepared to be real on camera.
Yeah. And I actually think that, where we are today and definitely where we're going is content is king. I think people want to see things. I think that there are certain things that can be, edited out or, that we don't necessarily publicize. But I think there is inherent value in generating content. I don't think Kodak Black would feel maligned in any way that they recorded it, right? I think it's a message that deserves to be heard by the masses because those babies are looking up to you. And it's just when you have a child, when you have children, you just realize the way I saw my parents when I was growing up, you become that for somebody else. When I walk in and my son runs and gives me a hug, it's like, they don't, all they know is you. You are their world. If they lose that, it will change the trajectory of their entire life. So that message is not just for Kodak. That message is for anybody out there who has lost their way and needs to find their way back. And it doesn't mean it's going to be easy. It doesn't mean that it's going to be an easy thing. Right. But I feel like that message is warranted to get, published.
Especially for those who don't have a backbone in family, friends, if their parents are passed away, sometimes people need that.
I don't know. Don't put me on the TV at my lowest moment to put no message to me.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm the same way, but I don't
me that personally with no camera, and I could have still received the message.
And I agree. I'm an '86 baby. I like having some personal. That's why I said my page is private. I don't need the world in my business, and nor am I trying to get 1,000 people to follow me. I'm at 300 and I'm gonna stay like that. If I don't know you, you don't need to be looking at my stuff.
Right.
You feel me? It just is what it is. But yeah, I'm with you. I like my personal.
For sure.
I like my privacy.
Yeah.
Come at me you can call me on my cell phone. That's why I don't do DMs.
They could have pulled up on him and just talked to him. I remember I don't know how many years ago, but I was somewhere and this lady, she was half dressed, off drugs, just making
really?
Full of herself
in the neighborhood,
in the street. Yeah, and I recorded her and I posted it, and everybody was laughing and sending the little comments. And I looked at the video and I'm like, man, this is somebody's mom.
Yeah,
this is somebody's aunt. How would they feel if they came across this video online? And I took it down and I was like, I'll never do that again.
I'm glad.
I'm not capturing nobody at their lowest and putting it up for other people to laugh at or make fun of.
I'm proud of you, man, for real.
Honestly, that's a very
real.
I love that self-awareness. I like
Absolutely.
that. I like that a lot.
We all can be at that point.
Yeah.
If you wasn't there in the past, it might pull up on you tomorrow. Man. You feel me? So, and you don't want to be in that situation. So, man, that's the golden rule in the Bible. Treat others how you want to be treated. Love your brothers. Love one another. If we all had compassion and love for one another, this whole world would be so different.
No, I agree. I definitely think the world would be so different. And I want to introduce this topic. I don't know if you guys watched the clip on the No Fugazi podcast, Cooley.
Oh, yeah.
Before I even get into the content itself, I want to introduce this concept of I think we see a lot of images, we see a lot of things online, and there's a lot of question about how women and men are interacting, and that this is an example in my eyes of men, or this man saying something that is in direct conflict with how he's living his life. And when he has a platform that is well known, and I actually watch his content. It's this is just one example of you are gaslighting the world,
facade.
Right? Yeah, it is a facade, but you're gaslighting the world, and you're giving out, advice, and I don't even know if I would say I don't know if it's advice. Maybe it is advice. Do you think it's advice? He's giving out advice to women.
You can call it that.
Yeah, or just critiquing, particular women's situations and why they have the outcomes that they have, and classifying. Classifying women. Particularly those who are single mothers, as women who are just meant to have fun with. But then when
he said that verbatim, To have fun with?
It's the gist of it.
Maybe. Well, I'll see if I can pull up a clip, and when we run this back, I'll superimpose it on the screen so we can, check that out. But the general nature of the content that he makes is, women who have certain outcomes or certain situations. He basically critiques why they're that way and gives his opinion, oftentimes from the male perspective on why that is. And I remember watching content, and he's made mention of single mothers and why certain women get the outcomes that they get. One of which, if you have a child by another man, like, you're less valuable. But then he has, or he's with a woman who had children prior. At least that was what
crazy.
I saw in the video. I have not fact checked it to know. I don't think that he's made any. I don't think that he's made any response to that video. But do we is it fair in that situation to question this man's judgment and the way that he portrays himself? If he doesn't get respect from women, is it warranted?
Is it warranted that now he may not get respect from women? That's interesting.
I'm saying in terms of his, I can't respect what you say. If I come on your podcast and you're espousing the things that you're espousing,
so is his credibility shot?
One more time?
Is his credibility shot?
Yeah, essentially.
Absolutely.
And the thing that's crazy to me is I believe that when you're a public figure, your life is open to people. Yes. And I believe that there are people, for whatever reason, that tune into the No Fugazi podcast just to pick at him and you know what I mean? So I don't understand how you're saying.
Wait, you're saying that there are people who watch his platform just as like a detractor, like they want to find something and then, okay, go ahead.
Just like the guy who made the video. Why are you taking time out of your day to go on my page and research whatever you're researching to clip this together? There are people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got nothing better else to do
because they want to find holes.
You know what I mean? And I don't understand how you're out here. And there's nothing to me. Listen, be with who you want to be with. Work with whatever you need to work with. But I don't understand how you can tell another woman you're less than because you have children out of wedlock in regards to another man wanting you. And then you have a woman who has 2 children by another man that I can readily identify because the kids are like white. The girl is white. And then they say like he's only been with the girl for about 6 years. And the Yeah. And the mixed, the little girl who looks mixed, she looked 14 or 12. So then that leads me to believe she had 2 baby daddies before you just got with her and had the infant.
That part.
Wow. I thought the mixed, I thought the young lady who was mixed that was standing behind or by his side was his child.
Now, if you would have watched the rest of the video, the dude was like, they've been together 6 years and the little girl's 12. So that the math don't add up.
It's not mathing.
So she got 2 baby mamas. You are here posing up in the pictures, and I just believe that when you're doing that, that's easy to find online. Like people are gonna like you're I don't know how I want to put it, but
you're a con artist.
Yeah.
Scammer. It's giving scammer.
Yeah.
It's giving scammer.
And he be talking greasy too. That's just the coldest part.
It's low-key disrespectful to women, of course, because you're trying to downgrade a woman who has kids and is single. But just it is what it is. If you like a female, you like her, regardless what her past is.
I feel like his girl should have told him this ain't gonna end well, babe.
This is what I'm saying.
Not gonna end well,
this
babe.
Is back to the point.
This is why he's just laying with her though, and that's not like his main. Like, is he married? Is he married?
They have videos together.
Set, all 7 of them.
They got the baby. They got the Santa outfits, the black Santa and the white Santa, and they want to pick the one.
But okay,
and he's like my nigga. He called a baby my nigga. Yeah, Cooley, man.
I just think that like I said, and unfortunately, like I said, he not married to her. He clearly is not married to her. Which is once again, you're just dipping in the pool just for fun. I mean, I'm just saying.
I mean, he did say that though. So he did say. I mean, allegedly until we can get the clip. But if we get the clip, then we can take out the allegedly part. But I feel like he did say that. I feel like he did say that.
So, okay. So, but now you done slipped up and got the girl pregnant.
Well, he was speaking from his own experience. You know, people, when they talk about stuff, they speak from their own experience.
But then how can you downplay another...
But she's still with him, though.
So, okay.
But men do that, though.
Okay, and which is why I'm going to say this. He with someone that cannot even check him.
And this is the thing.
So you saying...
Wait. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you land. Go ahead.
No. Go.
No, I want to hear you out.
I don't even remember what I was gonna say.
Okay. So my thing is, and now to me it makes sense. So when he was on Ace Metaphors Tonight's Conversation, and he was speaking with Donnie from she has a show, really great, just like personality. But they were in kind of like a panel situation, and he had mentioned he was kind of describing what makes him a high value man, and he had mentioned that he was 6'4".
That's a part of the clip you sent, right?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but if I can find the clip, because it is behind a paywall, so I actually subscribed to the platform to where I saw the entire.
So he said he was 6'4"?
He said he's 6'4".
I'm 6'4" too. So what did
he said that only like 8% of people in the world are 6'4", so y'all up there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't disagree with that. Then he said he makes over 100,000.
He said well over 100,000.
Well over 100,000. So that could be 150, 120, 180, 200.
Come correct.
And then he said he's black, which when he originally said that, I was like, I don't get it.
But now you get it.
Now I get it.
What do you...
I get it because he's with a white woman.
So
that's something that would kind of like make him stand out as a black man to a white woman.
Absolutely.
Because white
women like black men.
But they're not going to be with a man who doesn't produce, doesn't make money, who's not attractive.
Absolutely. That part. I completely
I feel it just generally speaking, no offense to anybody. I'm just saying my observation is that other races of women date black men when they're on, not when they're coming up.
I mean,
just generally speaking. Generally speaking. Okay,
so here's the thing, and I
like we be on the struggle bus with the men.
I understand that, but and let's be clear, because this has been popping since like high school days, like dating black men.
You all black women or
white women dating black men?
Just white women, no other race.
Okay, all races. Well, you know what?
So they like
but that's not happening in the vast majority. What I'm saying is the point that I was trying to land is that. Yes, dating black men is attractive, but you guys come with a lot. And there's not a lot of white women, like when you think of just the white women in collective, who are going to be with black men, the average black man,
if they
don't have their stuff together.
Absolutely.
Like we'll do that because we identify those as like, you're black, I'm black, we gonna do it together. But for a white woman to get with a black man, there gotta be some qualifications. There gotta be some qualifications.
And I agree because you got college football all the time. Mm-hmm. And this is what something me and my little ex-friend would talk about. Mm-hmm. College football player, he about to get signed, and it's always like a white woman and then the black mama. Tell me that's not true.
So I heard those same athletes say that prior to them getting any type of athletic love, those same girls were the ones showing them love. The sisters wasn't showing them no love.
That might be their strategy, and maybe that's right. Maybe they just have intel that we don't have earlier. Like maybe that's an experience that
either that or the white woman has her daddy, and you can go to the country
care of her.
Exactly, and it's
so
like
she's not looking for anybody who can help out.
Also, too, I heard this too, that black men see white women, they let their little boyfriend stay the night at their house. Black women ain't gonna let no young little boy about to come and stay the night at the house. There's a lot of things that white women do in the household, the whole household. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And they got nice little,
their setup is different.
Their setup is different. White women, they especially
access to them,
kids,
I think is a lot easier.
Right.
Access to them is a lot easier than black women or even Hispanic women,
and it's like
the younger you are.
And also,
I think when you get older, it may change.
And I'm only talking about like college kids, like college football players. You know, white women have a nice family oriented situation. Hey, you come over, we're having, you know,
so they're gonna just be a little
dinner.
bit softer.
Exactly, everything's just so nice. We got the place settings and everything. And for a black man coming in from the hood as a college student,
that's
like,
a good setup.
Hey, we didn't have
a good setup.
Like, you feel me?
That's
you feel me? And it's
not
like,
too bad.
Hey, yeah, and you can drive the Benz.
I may be able to get used to this.
Right. Hey, take the keys to the Benz, you know what I mean? And you guys can take my daughter out to a really nice restaurant.
You guys be back at 12.
Come back at 12.
Who wouldn't want that?
Right, exactly. Absolutely. So that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that the strategy and the play is different.
But can you blame someone for?
I'm not saying I'm not blaming.
We're not blaming.
I just made an observation that like,
can you juxtapose what that same type of alignment looks like with a sister?
Yeah, like my mama would never.
My mom. Listen, my mom used to wait at the door. No, you got it. You don't get the visual. My mom would be like, when I'm going out, you got to be back by 9. But you know, when you go out with your friends, 9 o'clock is early. So you're trying to hit at least midnight.
Like, Mom,
my mom
please.
would be waiting in the dark at the door. As soon as I get in, didn't I tell you to be home by 9 o'clock?
Bruh, like, it's
this is not going down. You know, ain't no spending the night. You can't have no male friends.
And exactly.
You need to focus on your books and apply yourself. There is none of that.
And look at you.
That's what I'm saying. But you got to let it cook. You gotta let it cook.
I'm definitely not with the spending the night nowhere. You're not spending the night there, and they ain't spending the night here.
For a variety of reasons.
None of that.
For a variety of reasons. For a variety of reasons. But I didn't understand. The thing is, though,
you don't understand.
I didn't understand that at the time because my mom was like, no sleepovers. You want to go there? I'll take you. And when everybody go to sleep, I'll come pick you up. And in the morning, I'll drop you back off. But you're not spending the night.
Yeah, because look at how kids are ending up missing. They getting killed. It's like, man, my son must have came up to me just Friday, bro. Like, oh, yeah, so-and-so asked me to stay the night. You 7. We ain't doing and I don't even know this. I don't even know these people.
I don't even like to go over people's houses for real.
Right.
Because y'all don't be cleaning y'all house like the way you need to clean your house. Number one.
There's only one little girl's parents that I have met and I like, and they're cool. And she didn't even offer to stay the night. So
my thing is,
ain't no sleeping over.
There's no sleepovers.
No, there's no sleepovers. I told them there's a no.
And thank you, mommy and daddy, for instilling that because it could have been different. It could have been different. I also think that the sleepovers and the spending the night, that's where people start exploring sexual, activity. And then, especially if they're like you're in middle school age, for sure.
We for sure ain't doing no sleepover in middle school.
And so when are
the sleepovers happening?
I thought that's like elementary school.
Yeah, I mean, that's when it starts. Right. That's when it starts.
That's where it's ending.
But can I pull in American Beauty though? You feel me? Where the dad, you're right, exactly. Started messing around with the sisters. Nah, I'm cool with the daughter's friend. I'm cool. The kids know, the parents know. It's an absolute no. It's a hard no.
A hard
I saw Orion's Roses where the girl, she was a college student and she had pulled up to her homegirl house for like Thanksgiving break, and her and the dad start having sex, the college friend and the dad. And they was into it deep. Like, and the dad's married to old girl's mom and everything. And then she like, I've been over there when I ain't even supposed to be over there. And she was asking like, how can we?
I think something like that happened at TAF. You might have heard of it.
Oh, give me a name.
I'm not going to drop no name.
Okay. Well, I don't
Hold on, wait.
Or was it?
It was.
TAF?
Oh, that's right. You did go to TAF. Man, we had tea house in the house. Tea
house
in the house.
Right.
Wait, but hold on. It did. Very slim.
Why are you
allegedly?
Names?
That's what I'm saying. Ain't got no cool.
Oh my god.
We need to.
Ain't got no cool. We gonna clip this out.
Sorry.
That had the brother that used to dance.
What was his name? Yeah, he used to dance.
Simon used to get busy.
Yeah, they used to dance.
So who's?
I don't remember her name.
Who that?
Can we stop saying the name so we can edit it? Dang. So was it her parents?
Media. I don't know what you're doing.
We got to figure out the people. We got to know the players in the game. And you wasn't trying to give no hints, but when
And then I don't remember who it was. Whoever she used to kick it with.
Whoever she used to kick it with her dad.
No, she was messing around with the dad of the friend. Her friend's dad. So when she would go over to the house, and it got deep. Allegedly.
For real?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Dang. That's what I heard.
And it's crazy because I got.
You got your what? Next, okay.
That's who that is.
Can you please stop saying the names? Like that whole snippet gotta get cut out.
No,
like,
it's over.
It's over. We're not doing that.
I didn't even say that.
Stop.
Allegedly.
Oh my god.
That entire clip is
gone. Cut that out.
You're wild.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
So do you not know the concept? Wait, hold on, wait.
Since you're gonna clip it, that's what it was. If you're gonna clip it, that's what it was.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's crazy.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my god.
Come on, man. You can't be out here. Come on, man.
Don't do that. Like for real.
He don't do that. Come on, man.
Jesus.
Nah, man.
I'm not taking you nowhere.
Nowhere.
You stay right here.
You can't come. And matter of fact,
nowhere. Kingston's finest.
Oh my gosh.
The craziest part about it.
Bob Marley said he was eating oatmeal porridge in trench time with Georgie, I didn't think that's what was going on. I didn't think that's what was going on at all. That happened?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You knew about that?
Listen.
I heard about it?
This is news to me. I just found out.
Hey, this how you were taken aback? I'm taken aback right now. I'm taken aback.
That's what I heard. I don't know for sure, but that's what I heard.
Not go on the air.
No,
at all.
All right.
Because I don't think you've ever been introduced to a concept of no self snitching. Huh?
I didn't self-snitch on myself.
Well,
I'm just saying. But if you want to, like,
so y'all mad at me because was out here.
I'm not mad, but I mean, you didn't exercise any
it's not going on the air.
Huh? The police were called? Because she was in high school.
Somebody get him. He's out of control. He's out of control.
So the authorities were notified.
Out of control.
Okay.
So he just got away scot-free.
Episode, you talking about you don't want to get you don't want to send nobody to jail. Now you talking about was the police called?
And I mean,
which one is it?
Drop it.
Which one is it? Episode 3. Check out episode 3. YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the pod.
No, we can't
subscribe to the channel.
I'm just asking what happened. I'm not saying
enough.
But you. Thank you.
Enough is enough.
Enough
is enough.
So we're moving
Andrew,
on.
you heard this shit? You heard this shit?
We're moving on to the next
boy
topic.
back here blown away.
This is what we're going to do.
Oh
For every time that you curse, you're going to give me $5.
That was effective.
Hey, give me $5
You're going to give me... No. Well, I'll split it with you.
Okay. I don't want $250. I want $5. You want $5.
So
that's $10.
Anytime you curse from right now, so timestamp this.
Please.
And
live
moving forward, and I'm putting it on your balance. Make sure you check that weekly. Okay, anytime you curse from now on, you're gonna pay me $5. Nah, because you are out of control. Out of control.
And the other term for Negro does apply.
Mm-hmm. All of them.
I'm out of control, but Mr. Reese ain't out of control.
I didn't. First of all, we didn't even confirm. We didn't confirm that. So you have to let that go. You have to let that go. You got to let that go.
Let me look at the tab Facebook page.
My God.
I want to see.
Here we go. Should I bring the book?
You got it in the car?
I don't.
Oh my goodness.
You got it in the car.
I feel like I do got a picture with her.
So what are you guys listening to this week?
It got to be new?
It don't got to be new.
I've been having that Summer Walker Session 32.
Ooh, I'm so glad you're listening to Summer Walker. I love Session 32, but man, I know I said it on the last episode or maybe the second episode. Heart of a Woman, y'all got to listen to the lyrics.
Yeah,
like those lyrics, and I just want to talk about this for a second.
It's going.
Those lyrics, I feel like every man needs to listen to those lyrics because every woman
can relate. Absolutely,
probably feels like that about you. I'm just saying. And if you're in a relationship where you don't feel like that about your man, you are blessed and highly favored. At some point or another, I feel like the lyrics of that song have ran true or rung true for a woman. And so even though she made that song for women, I be in the kitchen with the spatula. Girl, so much so I went and brought out the like the microphones you get where you can put your music on the microphone and then sing into it. Mm-hmm. Girl, Bright be looking at me like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Who do you think you are right now? That song has me in a chokehold right now because the lyrics are just, and it's not even to be on some negative stuff. Like the song is just,
it's beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah,
it's
a beautiful
so
song.
Poignant. It's just,
and her vocals.
It's chef's kiss. Her vocals are on point. I'm patiently waiting for the album. I cannot wait for summer to drop. Like summer's been on rotation. Concert? I would gladly go. And I'll buy premium tickets. I want to be front row. I mean, I don't know, her shows though historically haven't been the best.
Yeah.
So
I like real entertainment. I think my last
summer not real entertainment.
No, I mean I came from the Renaissance. You feel me? Like that was my last.
The Renaissance.
I'm just saying that was my last concert. So.
So I was thinking about something. You mean like the Beyonce concert?
No, yeah, come on now.
Okay.
I mean that's like pure entertainment.
Is Beyonce retiring anytime soon? Do you think?
Looks like it. I mean,
you said she shouldn't.
She shouldn't.
I mean,
she winning. Or do you say enough is enough? I'm going out on top. I mean, I don't think I can ever see a situation where she's not going out like Beyonce. Like I don't see for her like
I'm not messing with the hive, man. I ain't saying nothing bad about Beyonce. Beyonce can go on tour from now until Kingdom Comes, and that'll be okay.
I think she should retire though.
I
not today, personally, but like at a certain time. I think
good. Now is the time to really
and then
pour into some other artists. She can work with Chloe. Chloe's kind of like I feel like. Can be in the same.
Like you can't taint your name on these people, though.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't taint your name on these people.
No, like tainted, because you can't really. Because tomorrow Chloe might come out and now she's doing something crazy, and I didn't put all this money and energy.
Or just that, or they just don't pop off.
Chloe's already popping though.
No, I'm saying, but you said that she can just work with younger up and coming artists. So
I said develop talent, So obviously,
take who you think is already popping,
and pour into them. And I definitely think I would love to see the play.
Can she not turn around, but who can she?
I think she should work with the artists who are on her label.
I know, and that's where
the two artists that she on Chloe her label. and
Haley.
Let me tell you, I think she should develop them.
They're signed to Beyonce.
Yes.
Okay.
What's Beyonce's label?
Parkwood Entertainment.
Yeah, it is Parkwood.
Chloe and Holly are signed to Beyonce's label.
Now here is
she
the
should
thing.
for sure develop them.
Yeah, like I feel like they got what it takes.
Chloe, I don't know if she got shelved. I don't know what happened
because that how Holly got the mermaid.
No, see, I don't think so. But they had to separate because Holly started doing more acting and
Holly's the mermaid.
Yeah, Holly's the mermaid, and then she got pregnant by the doggy. Boy.
Don't do DDG like that.
Oh, sorry.
Don't do DDG like that. Don't do it like that.
Get his name.
No, is it? You don't like it?
I mean, I'm not a fan of his music, so that ain't. But I don't think it's for me though. I think it's for
a younger crowd. Yeah, because you old.
So, but honestly, like I really like Chloe, and I thought she was fire, and I don't know why she did not pop off.
I think her music is over sexualized.
That part
that's
too.
That's all it is.
That part too.
And I think if she would I feel like you can still be sexy, just tone it down a little bit,
bro.
I'm trying to tell you,
like
she need to get me on her team, Chloe.
Yeah,
tap in with your cancers. I got you. I got a whole play for you. I think she can still be sexy and do that, but I want to see a different side of Chloe.
And now here's the thing, because I feel like I have exude sexiness without trying, and I feel like she has that same. Like it's just out there, but she doesn't. You don't have to.
Everything
tap in
I
on
see
that.
from her is sex.
Yeah,
she's
you can pull it back, right? Yeah,
it's a lot. It is a lot.
Yeah,
and
she can sing too.
She can.
Girl, her remixes that everybody.
I love that.
Did you see her
when she did the
Usher?
No, I was gonna say no. I was gonna say when she did the Gunna. When Gunna came out, I was like,
when she performed to Usher's "Good Kisser." For the BET, she killed it and made it like
her own.
That girl is so talented.
She is.
Cancers are
so creative. Yeah,
they're
super creative.
I love us.
We crybabies though. I'm a big crybaby.
But she.
I just feel like Beyonce can develop those two, like take them to their height, give all that you got. But then she also got Blue Ivy. So if you don't want to do it to them, you can do it to your own. Like, I don't know if Blue Ivy sings,
I don't think
but
Blue gonna go. Yeah,
I don't think she sings, but whatever it is that she does, she can, build that out.
I just need Chloe and Halle to come back. Just like come back, because I feel like Halle tamed Chloe. Like she kept her.
Their sound and their direction is so different, though.
Very is.
So
they
I
need
don't
to keep the one who did Mermaid into acting, and you sing occasionally when shit get cool.
Oh no, don't do that.
I like her. You don't like her songs?
I wouldn't say I don't like her songs, but
It's
I just think she's a good actress, and I think that could be her lane.
But
yeah, she should definitely do all of that.
Do it.
I loved Angel. I like that song too. I liked Angel a lot. I liked the last song she dropped. I can't remember what it was.
Like Angel or something. Oh wait, we talking about Chloe or Halle?
Wait, what is it? It was kind of like a rock star kind of vibe. And she sampled some more of her music on IG a while back. And I liked it. Like there were some tracks on there that were like very different. Yeah, like very different from what we're hearing, and it was good. Like I feel like she's carving her own lane, so I like that. I also would like to see Beyonce get more into like she has her product, she has Sacred, the hair care line. I want to see more of her in that vein. I believe that Beyonce is the type of person who does document everything. She just doesn't put it out. Like she kind of like stores it.
And the crazy part is that she's a painter. Like back, like when she was doing Dangerously in Love, she was getting into painting.
I want to see the behind the scenes Beyonce, and she can still market and monetize that. But I think, and she can do the tours and the big concerts and stuff like that, but I want to see more intimate moments with Beyonce and really get to like learn her person.
Black is King was so bomb to me when she collabed with like African beats and African artists and really put them on.
Oh, that Mood Forever! I was playing that in the gym today.
Yeah, girl, I'm telling you that album is better be like. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I definitely want her to pour into others. Like, even
if it's like an album where she's just collabing with a whole bunch of people, that would be dope.
That's why I said like Black is
dope.
King was lit for me, I like that. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look up DDG's new song. For some reason though, I like DDG. Maybe not like I like his music.
I don't know him. I'm gonna be honest with you.
But I like and maybe we can get him on the pod. Maybe we can invite him. He's local.
I'm gonna say he's
local. I feel like he's misunderstood.
A-list, B-list, or C-list celebrity?
I would say probably D.
D?
Well, let me look it up.
Was D an option, dog?
No, it wasn't an option, but I just felt like C, maybe, no disrespect. His name is DDG, so I just...
Nah, that's crazy. I would have gave him C. I would have given him C.
Yeah,
okay, hold on.
My bad.
Right.
He could be a D-list artist.
My bad, DDG.
And the only reason why I know him is because Haley.
No, I was rocking with DDG when he was making his YouTube videos. Like, I actually like the progression and his hustle. No, I don't know him personally, but I actually have followed him. I wouldn't classify myself as a fan.
But I respect know his works.
Yeah, like I respect his journey and what he's been able to make for himself and how he, put his family on. Like as a young man being able to
his family? Who is his family?
Just his family. Like he was able to, like he did YouTube. He made millions of dollars on YouTube. Millions. Multi-millionaire and all off of YouTube, just making videos. He really, really likes music. He had this kind of like, I don't know if I would call it like a management company, but where he would work with other artists. That kind of fizzled out when he decided that he wanted to really pursue the music thing. And I think he has potential. I don't like the way he dresses though. I don't like the way he dresses. I would definitely love to pair him with somebody who can really help him like elevate his style. And I think that he would get way more traction. But I think he's a good dude. I really do think he's a good dude. He be trolling. He's a troll. Like DDG be trolling. Like y'all be taking him too seriously, but he be trolling though. I think, but what I don't like is he really is a good dude. And I feel like there are a lot of people who are not good. When you meet somebody who's good or you see somebody who's good, like he gets a lot of flack online.
I can definitely say there are a lot of people now that like podcasts and everything are popular that I'm not a fan of their work, but I like them as people.
Give me an example.
Like Noriega. From Drink
Champs.
I'm not a fan of his music, his rapping, but I mess with Nori the person. I think
I think he's a good dude.
You know what I'm saying?
I think he's a good dude.
I'm a fan of Nori.
Yeah.
Tyler the Creator. I'm not too much a fan of the music. He has some good songs I like, but I like him as a person. Like when I see him
I like his energy.
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely like his energy. I haven't really gotten into Tyler, the Creator's music. I'm not opposed to it. There was a song
I'll listen all the time because I like him as a person. So anything he drop, I'm going to listen and give it a bar.
That's what's up. I got to get into his music. I got to listen to his music. So it says that, I'm trying to see, this is, and he's young too. DDG got so much runway. He's 27.
Dang.
He's young.
He got action.
He got action. He got motion. Just keep, you know what I'm saying? Like Zooted was the label. He signed to Epic.
Get with Keep His Girl. She gonna keep him right. Holly?
They going through a little rough patch right now.
He need to get back with her. She gonna keep him right.
I didn't like...
But yeah, that whole relationship kind of put a bad light on him.
No, I'm saying I didn't like the way he announced the breakup.
Right. And all that he was doing, like he even made a song about like him, about her kissing another man on like in the movie.
He was being an artist.
But I'm just saying though, it's like, but it's a bad look for him. Like you're supposed to be supporting your woman. A lot of people did not like that.
I don't agree with that. I feel like men should be able to express themselves.
How are you upset with her for being in a movie?
Right,
you know people kiss in movies.
Right. I don't think that's what I'm saying. I don't think he was mad. I think it was art.
Oh, he just was saying how he felt about it.
I don't even know if that was really how he felt. I feel like it was art. Like he was being an artist. He made music, whether it was how he felt or it wasn't how he felt. Maybe he was just trolling, or he knew that that's what y'all were going to be, focusing on. So I'm going to play into that and make some music and make some money behind it. In my opinion, I think DDG is a very strategic person in terms of creating content to get views and capitalizing on people's curiosity and entertaining them in the process. And then he gets a lot of flack for that because he do be trolling. He's the same person who said that Jake Paul, what's his name? Mm-hmm. Jake Paul is greater than Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
And people dragged him for that. Now, I don't know whether he really feels like that or not.
He can't really feel like that. I refuse. That has to be an example of what you just said.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he's a troll.
But like I said, yeah.
I feel like he's a troll.
State how you feel. State how you feel.
So, he said he wasn't feeling that kiss.
That part.
They did my boy DDG so wrong. Okay, no. So he actually reacted to this. But the first thing that came up when I said, what celebrity list is DDG on? The complex article is the first article at the top, and it says DDG responds to being called an E-list rapper.
Well, I heard the song he just dropped, and that shit was horrible.
Okay, $5 for me, $10. Run it.
I need you to sell it. I need you to sell it.
It was horrible. I think he's featuring.
No, you don't get to erase that though. That's $5.
And $5
like tonight, not tomorrow.
Okay. I don't think he has a future in music.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's that's not a fair statement.
I haven't heard nothing from him where I'm like, ooh.
He has a platinum. Hold on.
Well, it's not to, you know
platinum what?
He has a platinum record.
But maybe I just don't like it. A million people
it might not
can
be for
like
you.
it.
Yeah, it might not be for you. So he got a fan base.
To say he doesn't have a future in music. People like it.
That was.
I was just like, I heard it because when I saw that it was coming on, oh, okay, this the boy. They say he did it.
Not the boy.
Yeah, the little boy.
No, that's crazy.
When I say the boy,
put some respect on DDG's name. See how they getting at you? You need to come here and clear all this up because they getting at you crazy.
Nah, I mean, I can only go from what I know. You know what I mean? I didn't.
Don't worry about me, DDG. Doggy D.
Doggy D. See, now yeah.
Y'all doing too much. He's had 744 million views at the time this was
but
published.
We wouldn't consider him like a rapper's rapper.
No.
A rapper's rapper? No. I wouldn't say rapper's rapper. You would
call him a rapper? Him I'm going to call an artist. He just out here putting stuff together.
Nah, he's not even an artist.
I'll give him an artist.
Well, I feel like artists
I'm mad that they put under
rapper.
His partners, they put Ruby Rose.
He's best for her.
Yeah.
That's not one of his partners, though.
The internet used to be looking for stuff to send to Holly, like, look at your man cheating on you.
Yes.
Like, that was a thing on the internet.
You're wearing her sweater. She wore the same shirt. Like, it was
Ruby Rose posted a DM of him, like, hey, what's happening? Let's get it together.
Let's link.
Yeah.
That's what y'all be doing.
That relationship, he did not carry himself well, or at least the people dragged him with that relationship with Hallie. So that's the only reason why.
He had two baddies though. I give him that.
Yeah, but
I give him that.
He's a good dude.
I give him that.
Y'all gotta relax.
I gave him that.
As a kid. Just because he had baddies?
He had two baddies. I give him that. I respect the game.
Y'all gotta stop.
I respect the game.
Y'all gotta stop.
I respect the game.
That's crazy. What's the name of his new song?
No one knows.
That's what I'm saying.
You guys gotta relax. You guys have to relax.
No, she gotta relax.
Yeah, because y'all doing a lot.
I ain't doing
There's a lot of hate coming out for your boy
line.
DDG.
She on his line.
Let me see what DDG's song is.
I honestly, I don't know anything. I have no opinion about the kid. So
yeah, and one thing I'll say, he getting bread. And
what
I'm
you
not
bad
mad
for?
at him. Huh?
What you bad for?
Once again,
he got a black jacket on in the house with some girls.
It's probably what
I saw the video.
Or tricking.
And listen, the first 10 seconds, get this off my screen.
You watched the video?
Skip ad, all that. Or fast forward or whatever, get it out. Get it.
You went looking for it?
No, it came up like, like in your little...
In your feed.
And I'm like, let me see what he on. Because, they say you do his thing.
Disappointed?
Not even disappointed. I didn't expect anything from it. I didn't think he'd be,
I don't like how you're getting... You guys didn't like Moonwalking
California? I'm with that. Get your bread. I'm with all that.
DDG, listen.
Moonwalking in Calabasas?
You didn't like it?
Not at all.
Do you like Blueface?
In Calabasas?
The rapper?
You know more than one Blueface?
I his name Blueface.
What, Tatiana? That was all I know.
I'm not a fan of his music, no.
Right, that was it. That's the only thing I know. That's all really. And then his life.
This is why y'all gotta. This is why people have to.
His life turned me all the way off. Right, that was over. After that, I was done.
Man, that's why you gotta watch our legacy, man.
Your daddy out?
I did see the fight. Yeah, that's crazy. You cannot sock my daddy out, and then I'm with you after that. Because I'm not even gonna be able to go home after that.
Toxic.
This is too bad. I feel like Krishan's getting her life together though. I feel like she's working on.
Yeah, she got baptized. She's not in
jail.
She just got baptized.
She out?
She's out.
Yeah, she out.
See,
Blueface
the way you said that with so much conviction.
If she wasn't in jail, she just got out, right?
Yeah.
All right, she was in jail.
Those are two different things, though. Being in jail and being out of jail.
I didn't know if she was in or out.
Then you shouldn't have said it with that much conviction.
Unfortunately, if this is your lifestyle, then yeah, he got to ask the question because she did give.
No, he didn't ask a question.
He made a statement. Okay, but it's a valid statement. I'm sorry.
It's not a valid statement because it's not
a valid statement. You got to ask the question. You got to figure it out.
If you're not keeping up with her and what
she's doing,
who
goes to the courthouse?
You wouldn't know that she's
with
in jail.
The stroller and the baby, and then get locked up, bruh. Like that's the life that you're living, and that's a valid statement.
About the cause, what's the people? CCP, DDP, Child Protector,
right? CP.
Call them.
All of that.
About to call
of that.
Open up a case.
All of that.
Open up a case.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm cool on that. I'm cool on that.
And she was cool. Like that's a classic example of him running her down into the dirt.
Because she was so
cool.
beautiful.
She was fly.
And she was fly. Bomb.
And she seemed to have a cool little head on her shoulders.
Right. Body
that was
on point.
Blueface.
Man. And
tied Benjamin Franklin and shit on. Oh, well.
That's just
you owe me
much.
$10. Crazy.
Run it. I got 10 too on it.
For effect.
That wasn't for effect.
A tattoo on your face?
That wasn't for effect.
That was definitely for effect.
That was not for effect.
How can I look that up?
Go ahead.
I don't know what I would ask Google.
So, what was the highlight of your week last week?
Last week?
In 30 seconds or less.
I don't know what I did last week.
Oh my God. What was the highlight of your week?
My check was fat last week.
Nice.
You feel me? I closed me some good deals.
Nice.
Open enrollment's been doing real good to me. So I hate taxes. Well, let me tell you. Can I just say
don't do too much. Don't do too
taxes.
much. Go ahead, but don't do too much. Go ahead.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like
how much they hit you for?
Like almost 50, honey.
That's it.
That's small, girl.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, and my mom told me that like you need to start hitting the zero because I've been getting a lot back. But still though, that's still too much for me. I don't like it.
The half a ticket.
Nah, taxes are taxes have been taxing.
I know. Only because I have a kid. I'm like I know I'm gonna get some of it back.
I feel it. For effect,
that's still too much.
For effect means in order to impress people.
What that mean? I don't like that definition.
And like another context could be it's adding to the story. Like, you need to put that curse word in there to really drive the point home.
The tattoo on the face?
That
After
was not
a man
perfect.
drove you crazy? Blueface told her, you're going to get on my program or you can leave.
It wasn't for effect.
I think so.
I want...
No. I'll throw the challenge flag on that one. I'll throw the challenge flag on that one.
On the first one or the second one?
I feel like I'm both. Who can run the tape back though?
You're not about to throw no flags.
Hold on.
We've already set the tone.
Anything.
We
you
did.
both came up, or she came up with some type of stipulation.
And I co-signed on it.
I'm happy that y'all guys were able to co-sign
that. But here's the thing though. Before this,
but we talked about this.
That's what I'm saying.
Like she actually, no, you are even talking about now. I'm talking about we talked about this offline. You went on wax. I agree with this.
I do, and things don't happen cold turkey, do they?
So you
pull your hat down. Yeah, pull it down.
So you're addicted to cursing.
If that's what you want to call it. I curse in my everyday vocabulary. I'm cursing.
So if they say I'm gonna give you 50 mil to do this episode and not curse, you can't do that.
I can because my mind would be like on $50 million.
So you don't respect the
$50 million.
So if I say I can lose my job because you're cursing the way you are, would that be a good enough reason, or that's not a good enough reason because it's not 50 million?
That's a good reason. But you're not going to lose your job.
But in his hearts of hearts, he's not losing his job. He ain't getting.
She's not losing her job.
You're not either. I'm just saying, in his hearts of hearts, in this moment, it's not gonna. Fly.
So money rules you.
Money rules me.
So you can't do anything
around me.
Cream, get the money.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Everybody's smiling and singing.
But I'm saying so essentially.
No, because I mean to give the.
So I can't rely on you to not curse. Let me. I just want to.
I want run the money.
I just want to make sure. For me personally, I just want to know. I want to set my expectations. So I can't rely on you to not curse.
Can you rely on me to not curse 100%? Probably not. No, it's a part of how I talk. That's just like me, me asking you or you saying,
and we can reference this to the Bible, James chapter, I want to say 3. Mm-hmm. James chapter 3.
Verse what?
That whole chapter talks about the tongue.
Okay.
And how you should be talking. And you cannot ask for a blessing with a cursed mouth. It's not going to work.
I feel that.
And he says in
James
here,
emphasizes that the tongue is small but has the potential to cause great harm. He uses metaphors to illustrate this, such as comparing the tongue to a horse bit or a ship's rubber, both of which are small but control something much larger.
Exactly. And then he also says, if you go to a water fountain and you turn it on, do you want fresh water? And then next thing you know, it turns around and it's salty. It stays, you either got to pick one. Unfortunately, that's just how that goes.
And that is a wrap on episode 5. Make sure you guys subscribe to the pod. I'm City.
I'm E.
I'm Mishae.
Hear me out.
Appreciate y'all.